am. We are live in the living room today. Sorry. Because it's too hot out. And I don't have AC in the yarn room. So we're live in the living room. Get set up here on my phone because we're also filming a vlog. We'll go live for a little while. Set this up. We're set. Right, I'm just gonna get started. I'm gonna make a bag using granny squares today. So let's just see how far we get. crocheting a granny square to make into a bag. Thank you. Hello. Hello. I'm going to make 18 granny squares. So I just finished the first one. And I'm going to weave in the ends real quick. And I'm basically going to make 9 granny squares, sew them together into one big square. And then another 9 granny squares, and that'll go together in the back. And then I'll sew the two halves together and put on a border. And it will look beautiful. I'm only going to use one color. I'm going to use just this purple for the main bag, but I'll probably use white, this one, for the handles. Just because I have a lot of this purple, but only one of those whites. Alright, first granny square done. It's just going to be a small little bag, so. On to the next one. Breeze outside is blowing stuff around in my kitchen. It's a quiet Sunday afternoon here in Pennsylvania. You have any pets? I have 3 cats that currently live with my parents. We share custody. Rocky and Zuzu, they are going to be 6 soon. They are gray tabbies. And then Guinness, he's going to be 16 in August, and he's all black. Hi. Welcome to the live, everyone. Wasn't live last week. My brother came to visit, so we skipped last week's live stream, but we're here now. A little later than usual, but hi. It's something to watch while I watch you live too. I don't really watch TV that much. I usually watch like documentaries and stuff on YouTube. I've been watching ER on HBO Max. Been rewatching a lot of Mythbusters lately. But I just bought a TV yesterday, so I've been gone for 10 days. I've been gone for a while, yeah. I had family visit last week, so I didn't go live. I got my vlog uploaded today. I had it all ready and set to go, and then yesterday I didn't do the correct upload time, so. But it's up and ready if anybody wants to watch it after the live. Slowly getting back on schedule for everything. And then all this past week I was crazy dealing with stuff. I had to get a new roof. I need a new roof and all that good stuff. So had to get in touch with the roofers, had to go to the bank, get the financing together. Now it's on the schedule. And then I got sick. And then it rained a lot, so there was water in my basement that I had to deal with. And just wasn't very fun. But I'm doing better now, and the water is no longer in the basement. There was no anything. It just rained for several days straight, and it's a dirt floor basement. So, no, my friend crocheted this for me. It's more like a cover for the chair. She crocheted it for me as a housewarming gift for when I bought this house back in October. Most of everything I crochet, it's upstairs right now. We're crocheting downstairs because it's cooler down here than upstairs in the yarn room. Alright, second granny square done. Move my card. Thank you. Okay, let's weave in this. I crochet really fast. Years of practice, my friend. I've been crocheting since 1999, so... After, what, almost 30 years? Years of practice, and you too can go incredibly fast. Ta-da! Granny squares do I have to make? I want to make 18 total. I have 2 right now, so 16 left, I believe. Thank you. Weaving in this end here. Crocheting since '69. Wow. I've been crocheting since 1999, so you're also a fellow old hat at this. Fellow professional. Old fingers, LOL, yep. Good, I have to actually turn the air on. I've just got the ceiling fan going right now, but it's getting hot again. Could open that window though, see if I can get a cross breeze going. It's a fairly windy day. I've got my laundry hanging out on the clothesline. Hope it doesn't blow away. You're making good progress here. We're not even a half hour in, and I've almost got all my granny squares. Just turned yours on. Love the smell of clothes from the line. Yeah, I've been able to get away with not having the downstairs one on, but my attic is so well insulated that I have to have the AC going all the time upstairs because the heat just can't escape. It's insane. Which is great in the wintertime because it stays nice and warm upstairs, but with this past heat wave, it was awful. Not looking forward to seeing what my electric bill is for the month. And also not looking forward to seeing the roof bill. Or well, I already know how much it's done, how much it's going to be. It's the whole paying for the roof that's gonna hurt when I have to write that check. Yeah, luckily it's fairly reasonable since I have such a small house. So it'll be a little less than $8,000. So, yikes. That's still a lot of money. But at least I'm getting a 40-year roof, so I'll never have to worry about it again. Okay. Granny square number 3 is done. I'm gonna save my yarn worms. One of my coworkers asked me for them. She has an art activity planned with her classroom. And they need the yarn worms, so. She knew to come to the right place to get yarn. Right, that's granny square number 3. So that'll make a pretty small bag, but that's all I'm aiming for. What I'll probably do is make 3 more granny squares, and then I'll start connecting them, and then make another 3 and make the whole big 9 square. We have to line it. No, I'm not planning on lining it. I don't really have anything on hand that I could line it with. Old t-shirt. Yeah, old t-shirts would work. Fortunately, I'm currently using all my old t-shirts. Those are all my yard work shirts. Which, I gotta mow the lawn. Some parts of it, at least. Keep it tidy looking. The heat's just been so god-awful lately. It's partially why I was sick last week, is because I have very poor temperature regulation, so the heat made me sick. No fuel to start it with. Yeah. I just need it to cool off enough that I can get out with my push mower, and because I have a very small yard, I just have a little manual mower, and that does the job. But it's so hot out all the dang time. And I have very poor heat tolerance, so you know, have to go mow my lawn at like midnight. Makes it hard work, yeah. Yeah, but I have such a small yard, and there are parts of it that I don't mow because I'm letting it turn to wildflowers, that I can't justify the cost of an actual powered lawnmower. Anyway, if you're just joining, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live, hit that subscribe button. Now that it's mid-July, it's time for me to start thinking about what I'm going to do for my fall markets. Should be fun. There goes that. Oh well. Oh my goodness. What have I been on YouTube? I've been filming vlogs for about 1.5 years. And I've been doing like shorts content and stuff like that for about 2 years now. I usually post a vlog every other week. Except for the past couple months, work was really rough, so I hadn't posted a vlog in a long time, but I got one posted 2 weeks ago, and then I got one posted today. So we're back on schedule. And then I go live every Sunday afternoon. Yeah. It's Granny Square number 4. We'll do 2 more and then I'll connect the 6 I have, just so I don't have a million granny squares flying around. Been slacking a bit too on vlogging, just because when I first started vlogging, I lived like 5 minutes away from my day job. And then I bought a house and moved, and now I live 45 minutes away from my day job. So I actually have a real commute now, which is less time for vlogging. And that was a shock to the system, so yeah. Going from living walking distance to my job to it's a 45-minute drive was kind of like, ugh, why did I do this to myself? Did this to myself because my mortgage is only like $400 a month out here, so. There. Here we go. Won't do that again, it's huge. Yeah, I've always thought about doing a temperature blanket, but the cost, the amount of yarn required, the size. Crazy. Pure craziness. Thought of doing a temperature blanket before for the year I was born and then the year I turned 30. Because I lived in the same place for 30 years. It'll be interesting to see the difference. I don't know, maybe another project for another time. After I get the new roof, we'll think about buying that much yarn. Or destashing. Oh, that sounds lovely, yeah. I mean, I have a lot of yarn, but if I were to do a temperature blanket, I would want to, most of my yarn is like acrylic worsted weight, which I love, but if I were to do a temperature blanket, I'd want like a DK or a sport weight yarn just so it doesn't end up so massive. 5. Very heavy 4-weight, very heavy and huge. Yeah. That's my reasoning behind. I want to get like as thin a yarn as possible. Like Premier Cotton Fair or something like that. Nice and 4-weight. Yeah. More manageable, because I know some of these temperature blankets people do, that's like a Alaskan king size bed. I mean, I made a king-sized granny square blanket for my brother and sister-in-law for their wedding last year, and that was a year-long process. I have a whole playlist of that process on my channel. Took forever. And also with every day being a different temperature, that would be so many ends to weave in. That would be horrible. Check it out. Yeah, it was a fun year-long process. I got a lot of content out of it too. So many live streams of me just sitting there making granny squares. How many granny squares in one day? Tutorials for the different kind of squares I used. I made 3 different kinds of granny squares. I made like your traditional granny square, and then I made one that looked like it had a flower in the middle, and then I made one that looked like it had a mushroom in the middle. And then I put them together in a pattern, into like a checkerboard pattern. There it goes again. There we go. Granny square number 6. Very pretty color. Thank you. Yeah, it's Lion Brand Limited Edition Select. They haven't had this for a few years. It says this is green. But I don't believe it. That's purple. But the yarn label says it's a shade of green, but I really doubt it. Got them in a big mystery bag. And they're very rough textured. So I would not make a hat or anything wearable out of these, but I would definitely be making lots of bags. I just finished 6 granny squares that I'm going to connect now a little early instead of just doing all 9 so that I don't have granny squares all over the place. Really pretty red one time though. Yeah, Lion Brand and their color choices. Oh, Lion Brand. Okay, so I'm gonna do a slip stitch join for these. And just pray that it works out and cooperates. And if it doesn't, then I'll just scream and cry. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's 4 o'clock. Just the camera. Very nice colors. Thank you. Okay, that's 2. It's 2 squares connected. these two. Okay, those two are connected, just two more. And then we'll do the last 3 squares. Is this a gift? Yeah, this is a gift for a friend whose birthday is this week. But I am going to make another one of these bags. I have another one of these going that I will have available for sale in my shop. It's the same but different color. Alright, that's done. Well, these ones. So I'll make the next 3, and then I'll connect them here, and then I'll do the sides. First though, I'm going to weave in the ends here because I don't feel like dealing with them later. Texture, this is so rough, but like, it looks nice. It's definitely good, hard wearing, long lasting one. There we go. So we will make the next 6. Hi. All right, 3 granny squares left to go. Remember me, Probably at some point I will. There we go. Anyway, if you're just joining the live, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live, hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff. We are crocheting a bag out of granny squares right now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Nightdot doesn't let you say that. I have that phrase blocked. So that I don't have creepy weird men in my chat. Okay. 2 more to go. Excuse me. This is square number 8. So I've got 7 done. This one, and then 1 more, and then I'll have a whole side done, and then I'll just need 9 more after that. after this and we'll have the whole side done. Woohoo! Anyway, if you're just joining, don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live, hit that subscribe button as we crochet this bag out of little granny squares. Yeah, static cling. All right. One more square to go and then we'll have a whole side finished. Oh, goodness. So, if anybody asks how long does it take to make 9 small granny squares for a bag, the answer is an hour and 20 minutes or so. Okay. Just the last one for this size. Now we'll put them all together, and we will have completed one side of our bag. Hooray! Booyah. All right, now we just need to attach these to this. I'm also filming a vlog, so now we gotta attach these to this. Here. Gotta sit up properly for this one. Oh, ow. Man, these pants have a lot of holes in them. Well, I usually only wear them while I'm doing yard work, but... Alright, we got this. We're doing a slip stitch join. Which I do like the slip stitch join. Oh, I gotta get going. My mom's calling, so I will be live again next Sunday. So, bye.